Time now for your local sports with Richie Melby.
That's right. Hello, everyone. It is time for sports where the tournament madness resumes. Just days after district championships were handed out, the divisional round tips off on Wednesday. Let's start with the Northern C, Box Elder and Hobson Moore, Judith Gap. There's Coach Jeremy McDonald. Of course, he self-imposed himself a little suspension in the 9C championship game, and he watched as the Tri-Cities team, as they are known, just broke his press and got layups back and forth. But just when you think you've got him, Brandon the boy does something like that right there. Box Elder back into the Northern C semifinals. They win big, 87-47. Who will they face? The winner of this game right here. No, not the band right there from the Bearcats of Denton Geyser Stanford. They taking on Power, and here comes Seth Kitchen opening up the ball game from way downtown. Beyond the arc right there. First 9 points for the Power Pirates went to Seth Kitchen. We're tied at 9 early, but Cade Woodhall steps back and buries a triple of his own. That puts the Bearcats out by 1, 12-11. And then Chase Rossmiller of Power is going to come right back up and underneath, but this would go Denton Geyser Stanford's way. They will take on Box Elder Thursday in the semifinals. Other half of the bracket features the only undefeated team in Class C boys basketball, Sunburst out of 10C taking on Hayes Lodgepole out of 9C. You see Jackson Naj right there driving straight in for the Refiners, switching hands. They're up by 5. Then the sweet layup by Logan Sims has got them up 8 at the half, and they remain unbeaten. Do the Refiners. Sunburst wins by 9. They're into the semifinals as well. Who do they face? Well, it'll either be Chester Joplin Inverness, the Highline Hawks, or defending state C champ Belt, the Huskies. And they're going to get rolling with Colton Hogrouse from downtown. Big Colton had himself 3 3-pointers in the first half alone. Justin May, though, he was a former athlete of the week last time I was working in Montana. 45-25, Belt at halftime, and the 3-pointers would continue to rain. They were 10 of 15 at one point. It's Belt and Sunburst in the other half of your boys' semifinals. Let's talk about the ladies now. Had a few of those games in action as well. Great Falls Central 18-game win streak coming into this first round matchup against Chester Joplin Inverness, and the Lady Stangs get out and running. It's what they do best. Bryn Anderson led all scorers for her team with 12 points, and Central's got the early lead. Then it comes to Katie Wilson in the corner. You betcha. Central had a 4-point lead right there, and they would go on to win by more than that. 48-22. Lady Stangs paved their way into the semifinals. Who would they get? Well, it's either going to be Belt, of course, one of the perennial powers in all of Class C girls basketball, or would it be Chinook out of the 9C? Huskies get things rolling right here. Danny Urick's got 2 down low for number double deuce. Then watch Kirsten Pimperton right here. We heard from her, of course, earlier this month. And then Chinook's going to have to take a timeout down 10-2, and Addie Martin's going to just watch that one go up and in underneath. Belt was up 22-9 at that point, and they go on to win. They will get Great Falls Central in Friday's semifinal. Catch your breath from Northern C, and let's talk Class A Super Divisionals, where Central and Eastern A conferences join forces in Billings. We're calling it the Eastern Divisional. Northwest and Southwest are playing in the West. Havre Laurel boys, Dane Warp wins the tip, and Dane Warp helps win the ball game. Watch number 14 right here. You just heard from him yesterday. Future Carroll College Fighting Saint uses every bit of the iron in the backboard right there. Then the step back pull up jumper's going to go, and then the steal, and then more from Dane Warp. Havre High gets past Laurel easily, 57-41. They're in the semifinals. They get Billings Central. And on the girls' side of things, Lewistown was in action against Hardin tonight. We go straight to the fourth quarter, where the Eagles of Fergus High School begin to pull away. Tara Olson's got herself a 3-pointer. There was a lot more of that. The Eagles of Lewistown go on to win. Browning won as well, so those two teams will face off on Friday in the semifinals. All your scores are at ktvh.com. That's where you can also find Helena Capital's Jaden Pallister committing to Montana Tech.